Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Fearless Thinking, a podcast designed to help you navigate authentic leadership and the entrepreneurial journey. I'm your host, Michael Devous, and these are my thoughts, lessons, and insights from my entrepreneurial journey into coaching, workshops, motivational speaking, and of course, what I picked up from interviews with inspiring leaders and entrepreneurs along the way. My mission is to help people unlock their untapped potential by using fear as a catalyst for powerful change and growth, so they can step into the greatest version of their most authentic selves. All right, let's get into some fearless thinking. Hey, Fearless Thinkers. Welcome back to the Fearless Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Devous. I just got confused for some reason on that word. Not sure why. Episode 53, Ignite Your Entrepreneurial Fire, Passion as a Catalyst for Success. I've talked about passion a few times on this show. And we're going to take a slight dive, if you will, into looking at the secret ingredient that separates good business from truly great ones, especially when it's talking about passion. So what fuels your fire? Now, passion to me is like the rocket fuel for our entrepreneurial dreams. It's what gets us up and running in the morning, out of bed. It's what keeps us going when things get tough. And it helps us stay focused and guided like a targeted missile towards a specific goal. And it's also kind of what makes your business truly unique, because your passion it's like your signature sauce. It's you. It's that part of you that's so excited to bring your vision and your dream to life, your passion, your new product, your services, whatever it is you're trying to bring out into the world and bring to life, is that secret thing about you. It's what makes you unique, but it's also what makes what you sell, how you sell it, what you give when you bring it to market. It's what makes it unique. Nobody else can do what you can do, how you can do it the way that you can. And passion is sort of an expression. I believe it's like a fiery energy. It's like the energy expression of what that element is for you. Excuse me. Now, it is excitement. It's more than just excitement and dedicated interest. It's a deep-seated love for, pardon me while I mute those notifications, I apologize. It's a deep-seated love for not only what you do, but what you're trying to create, innovate, and make a difference with, the impact you're trying to make. This is anybody can bring a product to market and a service or whatever, but it's that special thing about how you want it to, the kind of impact you want it to make, not only in your life, but in the life of others, that really creates that sense of passion and energy behind it, right? It's the reason that you're willing to put in all of the long hours and take those risks and weather those storms. It's the reason why you're up at 10 o'clock at night, still on your computer, going through ideas of branding concepts and messaging marketing, and you wake up in the middle of the night trying to write something down because it's infused in you. And uncovering that passion is, well, it's a challenge, I think, sometimes in order to tap into it. You know, if you're not sure what yours is, and this is something I've heard from a lot of people, especially younger individuals who are trying to find their passion or having a hard time locating, like, what is my passion? What am I passionate about? You know, the journey that we have growing up doesn't really train us to find our passion. You know, you would be lucky if you had parents who understood that and who guided you towards your passions, who allowed you to practice many different things to get the flavors and tastes of life and the experiences of life under your belt, as well as taking certain risks so that you could establish what you were prepared to undertake, what you were prepared to go after, what you were prepared to chase down. And I've known a lot of people, even some recent people, that just have a very, very low tolerance for any kind of risk. And that kind of saddens me, because I think it's hard to find your passion because your passion is, if you're passionate about something, it's something it's something you're willing to risk a lot for, right? Passion, when you're passionate about something you really want to do and bring to the world, you're willing to risk an awful lot. Your time, your comfort zones, your money, your effort, your talent, people, you name it, experiences, memories, in order to chase down something you truly believe in. And if you have a zero risk tolerance, if you have a low risk tolerance, a threshold that you can't get above, I don't know that you're going to be able to find a real passion that's going to drive you, because you won't risk anything beyond this particular comfort zone. And I think if you were raised with getting outside that comfort zone, testing those boundaries of your risk in order to find out what it is that you're willing to do to become that greatest version of yourself, what you're willing to step into and overcome in order to take on those challenges, really does test your mettle and really can help you discover what you really care about. And part of that is obviously start by looking within. If you're early on in this career and you want to become an entrepreneur, as I talk to so many young individuals, some teenagers and some young adults who think that just getting online and starting a business is what they want to do. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to go to work for anybody. You know what? You don't want to go to work for anybody. How are you going to work for yourself? You haven't even established a work ethic, right? And you haven't even practiced it for other people to determine what you're willing to do to get something out of the experience, whether that's a paycheck, whether that's knowledge, or whether that's an understanding of yourself and what you're capable of doing. And you're not even willing to do those things, but you think you could jump online and suddenly become an entrepreneur. And you have no idea what you want to do, but I want to sell something and make some money. Well, if you really truly want to become an entrepreneur and you want to find that passion, you need to start looking within. You've got to start reflecting on your own values and your strengths and what truly lights you up. And I would suggest that individuals who have little to no experience in the world outside of the comfort of their own tablet or their screen that they've been on for a number of years are not going to have values, strengths, and items that light you up. You're not going to have activities. I have two individuals staying with us at the moment who are young, and they just love to be on their mobile devices. They don't want to do anything else. It doesn't matter that they're surrounded by the beauty and the nature that's around us. It doesn't matter that there's beautiful storms to look at or a sunset that's outside, or we could go hiking or things like that. To get them away, pull them away from those digital devices, they literally run back to them. So excited to just get back online and get on their devices. There is a real dopamine hit that is being developed and designed in these games and these online devices that these kids are getting. If that is how excited they are to return to sitting down, being sedentary and not being active and just looking at a screen, that terrifies me for them. And finding their passion, that's really going to be a massive challenge for them. And if you find yourself in a similar place, in order for you to find that passion, you've got to get out into the world and start testing activities, interests, values, experiences. What problems do you feel compelled to solve? You won't know the problems to solve that you feel compelled to solve if you haven't experienced problems yourself and overcome them. If you haven't helped others develop solutions to problems to overcome them. Those experiences are crucial in helping you identify within yourself what it is that really matters to you and how you can find that passion. Exploring your curiosity. Number 2, these kids, these people, you know what? If you want to be online, man, you know, your curiosity is being diminished. Your light is being pushed down. They're sucking that energy out of you. I'm telling you, if you want to find out your curiosity, you've got to get out into the world and experience things to find out what you're curious about. It's fascinating when we sit there making dinners and stuff, and I don't like that. I don't think I like that, and I don't want that. They haven't tasted it, they haven't tried it, and they haven't experienced it, but they know they don't like it. This block to experience, I challenge it every single time. You have to taste life. You have to get out there and you have to start exploring your curiosity. Do not be afraid to try new things, take classes, attend workshops, get your experiences under your belt, get the reps under your belt. This is the risk. This is what I'm talking about. Where people don't have any level of risk. You know, they're not comfortable with taking risk outside of the known things that they already know. It's just such a strange thing for me. I don't have that. I ran after things that were unknown. I chased things. I literally walked the boundaries of risk and danger and adventure because I didn't have that. I just had a very high risk tolerance, I think. And I don't know if that was developed in me and taught to me by my parents, but I certainly had it from as far back as I can remember. And your passion just might be something that you haven't discovered yet. And if you're not willing to get out there and take those chances, if you're not willing to get out there and take some risks and try some new things, you're going to have a really tough time finding that passion. Now, the other last thing here is to listen to your gut. Your instincts can only be developed through experiences. You have natural inborn instincts to protect you, to keep you safe, which is what your brain does, which is to tell you not to try anything, not to do anything out of the normal, not to take too many risks. Well, unfortunately, you got to work against that, and you got to test a few things to see how your instinct works while you're out there paying attention to those little sparks of excitement and those ideas that nag at you in the back of your head about something that you should follow down, something that you should investigate, something that you should research, something that you should try out. That's your intuition guiding you towards something that might be your passion. And if you don't take those risks, you won't find out. Now, after you've done all of these things, it's time to fan the flames of your passion. It's time to start igniting some of that energy. Because once you've identified it, it's important for you to nurture it. This is part of what I talk about with foster your fear. In the 4 F's of making fear your friend, feel, foster, flip, and free. Fostering that relationship with the things that are risky, the fears that we have that are nagging at us about something in front of us, helps us do a number of different things. One, set inspiring goals. You can create a vision board for yourself. You can write down your goals and remind yourself of why you started on this journey in the first place. I would encourage you to write down not only your goals on one side, but your fears on the other. Every time you do one of these journeys, every time you take one of these things down, you want to write them down. You always need to identify any fears associated with the experience you're about to take, right? Now, it could be a small experience, it could be a big experience, but it's important for you to understand the excitement and what's on the opposite side of that with fear. If the fear is equal to the level of excitement, it's probably something you should be taking a look at. It's probably something you should investigate. Most of our fears have to do with only one of two things. One, it is a fear of keeping us safe, right? And that is a safe place, which doesn't just mean physical safety. Emotional safety, psychological safety, and physical safety. Those 3 things your brain will attempt to try to keep you to do so that you stay in a known space and set of experiences. Outside of there, on the other side, outside that box, outside your jar, is the unknown. And your brain will also adopt and adapt fears that it says, oh, out there, that's scary. Out there, you might fall, you might trip, you might fail. You might not succeed. You might not do this. You might not be worthy or have enough experience or whatever it is. Fill in the blanks here. Those are unrealistic. They're not real. And they don't even exist. They haven't even happened yet because you haven't had the experience to determine whether or not the value of doing them is worth it for your passion. Second, surround yourself with inspiration. This also helps bolster you. So if you're really taking on something that's new to you and you're kind of hesitant about doing it and taking those risks, if you connect with other passionate, like-minded, and like-valued people, entrepreneurs, if you read their biographies of successful individuals and people who've attempted some of these things, or attend events where other individuals are interested in something that you're interested in going after, better together, man, farther and further and better together. You can get some of that inspiration and some of that strength that you may not have personally from your own individual experiences by borrowing that from a few other people who've already been down that road. Third, celebrate your wins. Even the small victories deserve recognition, people. I talk about this on the Fearless Road podcast. We celebrate when we talk about and we investigate the valleys, not just the mountains. Anyone can stand on top of a mountain and brag about how they got there and brag about their riches and their successes. I'm talking about the small steps. Nobody leaped up a mountain. Nobody jumped up a mountain. You take small steps, and every single small step, even the littlest ones, got you up that mountain, and they are worth recognizing as efforts you have made. And you put that in your pocket, you put that in your toolbox, right? Acknowledging your progress during your journey keeps you motivated and keeps your passion burning bright. It also trains you how to recognize, by the way, when successes are real. It teaches you how to recognize in not only yourself, but in others about where they are, what they've accomplished, and why they need recognition for it. Everybody wants to be recognized for the accomplishments they've made. If you're going to be an entrepreneur and start a business and hire people and bring them on board, you're going to have to recognize and reward them. You're going to have to acknowledge their successes, even the smallest ones that they make, because it's going to be crucial for your team to believe in themselves. And that's up to you to help them do it. It's up to you to make sure they feel that for real so that you can obtain and attain excellent workers, great talent to help you build your vision. All right, now turning passion into profit. So taking all of that, right? You've found your passion, you've done your research, now ready to go, and you're going to launch this business. You're going to take it out into the world. Passion isn't just about feeling good. It's not just about bragging and being excited about the thing that you're doing and the services that you're bringing to the world. It's a powerful business asset that you can use to market, promote, and sell what you have, right? Passionate entrepreneurs are more resilient, more creative, and more magnetic. They attract customers, investors, team members, and who are now inspired by their vision and their enthusiasm. If you've ever watched Shark Tank, you know who I'm talking about. You know which ones that get up there who've got that real fire, that you see it, you feel it. It comes through that TV and you're like, wow, that person's got some passion for what they do. It's real and it's infectious, and it is a powerful asset to help you get to success. Now, the Ascend Hub, which I've been talking about, you know, all of the things that we're going to be doing inside the Ascend Hub, building that community where we help you fuel your entrepreneurial passion and fire by providing you with resources, mentorship, and community where you get to harness your passion, your ideas, your innovations, and build a business that you truly love. But we get to do that together. I will be talking about making fear your friend. I will be coaching all the entrepreneurs and aspiring mentors and leaders in there about how to turn fear into a catalyst for powerful growth and change. I will be giving workshops and talks and hot seat Q&As and you name it, all those different things inside the Ascend Hub to help all of the entrepreneurs and aspiring mentors and leaders get to a place of success together, but also help lean on each other. I want that feedback and I want that passion coming from you to help me light mine and keep mine lit as well. So if you're ready to ignite your passion and you're ready to turn it into your purpose and you're ready to put that power behind your purpose, then you know what? Like, subscribe, follow, give me some reviews. Those would be awesome. But join the Ascend Hub. We're doing a huge promotion right now. So get out there, take a look at the links. They're in the bios. They're in the things, whatever. They're on my YouTube channel and my LinkedIn profile and Facebook and everything. They're out there. So go check it out. Become part of the team. Become part of our membership. Become part of something big and help us ignite real impactful change for all aspiring entrepreneurs, mentors, and leaders. Because the journey, it's just better together, guys. We are better together. Me to the power of we. Okay, that's my spiel. That's my soapbox. Have a great rest of your week, and thanks for listening to the Fearless Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Devous. Get out there. Get on fire. Find your passion. Okay, bye.